What we just saw tonight was a vintage Caitlin Clark performance. 22 points, 9 assists, 47% from the field, 44% from 3. And by far the best player on the floor, Caitlin Clark just had a fantastic game against the Valkyries. And it was a game where early on the Valkyries were whooping the Fever. They looked better in every single way. They were stronger.
What we saw this evening was a quintessential display of brilliance from Caitlin Clark. She put up 22 points, handed out 9 assists, shot close to 50% from the field, and dictated the entire tempo of the matchup. There was no question she was the most dominant force on the floor as the Indiana Fever clashed with the Golden State Valkyries in a high-stakes, emotionally charged battle.
Chippy moment with Salaun at halftime that led to the double text.
I was just trying. Oh, did I get a technical? Oh, no way. Oh, it just makes sense for the refs tonight, so I'm not surprised. Wow. Wow, I could have got ejected. I should have been a little safer in the second half. Okay, well, guess I have some fines coming my way. And a flagrant. Wow. Well, the refs were interesting, but I'm not going to say anything else because obviously I got probably $1,000 worth of fines coming my way, but I was just trying to get the rebound and I didn't know I got a technical foul, but thanks for letting me.
During the opening minutes, the Valkyries seemed completely dominant. They played with more power, moved with greater speed, and thoroughly handled Indiana at both ends. The Fever appeared totally lost. That is, until a single highly debated play shifted the momentum and sent the internet into an absolute frenzy.
Is why it seemed like they were going to confidently win this game from the sample size of the first half. But you got to see the Indiana Fever resilience and you got to see Caitlin Clark rally her team back. But more than that, you got to see that Caitlin Clark ain't no daggone chump. One thing that we've been seeing since Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA is that when she plays against these new teams, bench players start playing like starters because they want a piece of that Caitlin Clark pie. They want the media attention, the notoriety that comes with playing against Caitlin Clark. And in this game, it was Tiffany.
In the heat of a fierce possession, Janel Salaun seemed to catch Caitlin Clark with a deliberate, aggressive elbow. Online spectators immediately erupted, sharing and analyzing the video clip repeatedly. What caught everyone off guard was the officiating crew, who mostly ignored the incident, driving Fever supporters to total outrage.
Oh, the president, where's Caitlin Clark? Have no fear, Caitlin Clark is here, y'all. Come on, man. MVP mode unlocked tonight. Hey, Tiffany Hayes, thank you. Salaun, thank you for unlocking the beast in CC. Come on, man. Hey, this play right here. Main thing I want to look at right here. Main thing, and then another one. That was a beautiful pass, by the way. Beautiful pass to Lexi in the corner. Look at this, look at this.
Though visibly shaken, Clark managed to keep her cool. When reporters asked her about it afterward, she made light of the technical foul and the likelihood of being fined, though her underlying irritation was obvious. She confessed that she had pushed things right to the edge and easily could have been tossed from the contest.
A lot of fun. The Indiana Fever showed a lot of fight against the Golden State Valkyries because the Valkyries came out, they're a team, they have length, they have athleticism, they were hacking a little bit, and the Fever fought through it. Caitlin Clark fought through it. She had struggled against the Valkyries last year, not in this one. She's been hitting the logo bombs. She's diming people up. Got the support from Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. As always, Sophie Cunningham was good off the bench. Raven Johnson made a nice impression in her minutes, and it was nice to see the Fever fight.
The WNBA has been searching for a massive spotlight, and they finally got exactly what they wanted. Whenever Caitlin Clark steps onto the court, it feels like a high-stakes postseason matchup blended with a drama-filled reality show. Every physical collision, every shouting match, and every post-play reaction instantly turns into a massive internet sensation.
Defeat the Valkyries for the first time after last season getting swept by them in a game that I really wanted the Indiana Fever to win. Caitlin Clark was back in the lineup, and this thing at one point turned into the Caitlin Clark versus Tiffany Hayes duel. And man, it was competitive. They were talking junk to each other. They were firing up. It was physical. They were letting each other have it. And at the end of the day, Caitlin got the better of the situation, finished the game with 22 points, 9 boards, looking every bit like the MVP candidate that she.
If this game proved anything, it is that Caitlin Clark refuses to be intimidated by anyone. Rival squads are clearly elevating their intensity against her, and reserve players suddenly look like elite athletes whenever they share the floor with her. It seems every competitor in the league is desperate to grab a piece of the massive media attention surrounding her.
Man, let's get it. I'm in your face. What you had to say? What you had to say? What you had to say? What did you have to say, man? Oh, man. Hey, hold on. This not it, though. This not it, though. Yeah, me and you, Tiffany. Me and you. I want all that smoke. Hey, give it to Look, she like, get out my effing face. Caitlin like, yeah.
Tiffany Hayes injected incredible intensity into the game, pairing physical defense with non-stop trash talk. She hounded Clark up and down the floor, knocked down crucial buckets, and made absolutely sure Caitlin heard her comments. Yet Clark answered back the most effective way an athlete can, by completely dominating the action.
And then there was more of that feistiness I was talking about. This was right before the half. Caitlin's second technical of the season. A little bit of a shoving match. Good pass to Lexi Hull. Hull had hit one from there right before that. Janel Salaun and Caitlin. And look at Myisha Hines-Allen, by the way. Come running in. So you know you got Myisha Hines-Allen. We know how famous Sophie got for standing up for Caitlin last year. Hines-Allen not hesitant to run in and get herself involved in the action as well. And then, Caitlin even got a flagrant in this one. I don't think this should have been a flagrant. Definitely was a foul because she leans with this into the screen with her shoulder. I guess I could see it. They're saying she put a little extra sauce on it.
The moment Clark found her rhythm, the entire dynamic of the contest flipped. She started burying deep three-pointers, delivering breathtaking assists, and completely commanding the Indiana offense. She transformed her anger into pure motivation, showing the world exactly why she is already a top contender for the MVP award.
From a 7-point deficit about midway through the game, they were down by 7 at the half, and just, eventually just walked the Valkyries down. The Valkyrie were getting miracle minutes from Tiffany Hayes, who every time she sees Caitlin Clark, she just transforms into a human fireball for whatever reason. And Caitlin Chen, who averages 5 points a game and is kind of looked at like a joke, scores 18 points off.
The physicality of the matchup escalated with each passing minute. Both sides were setting bruising screens, absorbing constant body blows, dealing with overlooked whistles, and trading verbal jabs. The refereeing crew seemed to lose its grip on the game as emotions boiled over and tensions reached a fever pitch just before the intermission.
You out here cooking people, huh? You got your little cross and your little back step 3 and you started popping off, huh? Let me give you some of that action. Look at that. Caitlin, yeah, I'm in your face, yeah. Hey, I love every bit of it, dog. I love every bit of it. Come on, man. They did nothing but piss Caitlin off, and Caitlin said, yeah, let me show you what time it is. You think this is first year Caitlin. Oh, wait a minute. You think this is second year Caitlin. Nah. See, this is what y'all have to understand, man. You give player 3 years, okay? You give them 3 years. Throughout that third year, you're going to see exactly who they are.
Following that controversial elbow, basketball fans immediately divided into opposing sides. One group viewed it as a dirty, uncalled strike against Clark, while the other side argued it was just standard, gritty professional basketball. The internet quickly transformed into a war zone filled with slowed-down video replays, wild theories, and endless debates.
Basketball is a bit of a physical game. This one didn't have quite as much freedom of movement or those points of emphasis because the Valkyries were hacking early in the game. I think it got the Fever a little frustrated. The Valkyries didn't look like a team on a back-to-back. They had a tough, to be fair to them, that's a tough scheduling situation to play in New York the night before and then have to go play Indiana, less than 24 hours later. It's not a huge trip from New York to Indianapolis, but nonetheless, that's a tough turnaround for any basketball team.
Whether people root for her or against her, Caitlin Clark completely transforms the atmosphere of any arena she visits. Every single broadcast she anchors turns into required viewing for sports fans. Her rivals step up their game, the crowds grow significantly louder, and the officials are placed under an incredible microscope. She has truly become the focal point of the sport.
This was one of these situations where girls are hating on Caitlin. I feel like this was just Caitlin going after the ball. The girl hit her with a chicken wing. The girl should have let Caitlin foul her. Maybe they would have went to the line and got some cheap free throws. I do not think this has anything to do with girls hating on Caitlin. I did not get any of that from the Valkyries today, man.
When the final buzzer sounded, Clark had tallied 22 points and 9 assists, but the box score was hardly the main takeaway. The real narrative centered on the sheer theater, the raw feelings, and the undeniable truth that Caitlin Clark is dragging the WNBA into a completely new generation. Every single night is high drama, and every play feels like a historic event.